Want to know what it's like to be a special guest narrator at Epcot's Candlelight Processional? Well, stay tuned and find out, as some of the coolest things will amaze you.
With over 20 years of experience serving as a cast member for the Walt Disney World Resort, welcome to Less is More Disney.
So just what is the Epcot Candlelight Processional? For those who are not familiar with the holidays at Epcot, it is during this time that celebrity narrators are invited to read the Christmas story. So the Candlelight Processional is an annual live Christmas event. It's held in Disneyland Park, actually, in California, and also Epcot at Walt Disney World in Florida. The event was created by Walt Disney himself and has become an annual holiday tradition for many guests. The processional is currently performed for only 2 nights at Disneyland, but throughout the holiday season at Epcot. And the way that these narrators are selected is based upon popularity and if they can draw crowds to come into Epcot. And they also have to have a very wholesome image and reputation amongst themselves as well. So over the past few years, I've had the honor of taking around many Candlelight Processional guests. The first being Lou Diamond Phillips, who is known from the movie La Bamba. I also had Jodi Benson, who is the voice of Ariel, the Little Mermaid. And I also got to take around Bart Millard and his family. Bart is a lead singer of MercyMe, who is known for the song I Can Only Imagine, a Christian-based song that was just a wonderful song. So when the celebrity narrator visits Florida to do this Candlelight Processional, they're invited to, again, host this event for their nightly performances. So Disney will take care of their accommodations as well as their park visits and their VIP tour guide, which means I get to have fun with them throughout the day. And there are certain times in the afternoon where I would have to drop off the celebrity at Epcot so that they can make it to rehearsal and as well as get ready before the show starts. The first time I had the Candlelight Processional was with Lou Diamond Phillips from La Bamba, and him and his 3 daughters, who were young at that time. They were about 8 and 9-year-olds, and his wife at that time. I got to be their VIP tour for about 4 days, and it was pretty fun. We got to go on all the rides, explore the parks, and then I would have to drop off Lou at his hotel at Disney's Grand Floridian Resort and Spa about an hour before he had to report to Epcot. It is then that we can either decide to let the family explore the parks on their own or drop them off at the hotel as well, but my priority would be with the celebrity, him or herself. I would drop off Lou every night that he was performing and let him get ready. And when he came downstairs, I would drop him off at the backstage of Epcot. There was a big tent set up during the Candlelight Processional, and this tent is a rehearsal tent. During this event, we have hundreds of choir of singers. And these singers are made up of either students from different schools around Florida, Central Florida, also cast members who volunteer their time to sing in the Candlelight Processional, which is a great honor, and they're the ones behind the celebrity narrators. And then we have the Voices of Liberty, who are like the professional Epcot performers who also are the singers to kind of lead the choir. So when I drop the celebrity off at the rehearsal tent, it's a pretty exciting moment because the singers they don't know what's going on. They don't know that the celebrity is going to come in and make their introduction and welcome the singers itself. So that's always a fun moment. So when I drop out the celebrity, they would get out of their vehicle and the costuming would come to take the clothes that the celebrities be wearing, and they would take it with them so that they can get it ironed and steamed. And then I would lead the celebrity into the tent, and the cast of choir would stop what they're doing and they would kind of see the celebrity and they'll go wild and crazy and they'll start clapping and cheering as the celebrity narrators would welcome them and kind of thank them for being there. Before the performances, the celebrity would go backstage. There's a dressing room behind the stage of the American Gardens Theater, and there's like a big couch there. There's a restroom, a shower, I believe, and also a kitchen where there's catered food for the celebrities. So that's just a little bit behind the scenes of what a celebrity narrator does go through before they perform for the Candlelight Processional. Again, I had the honor of taking Lou Diamond Phillips around, and that was my first time as a tour guide for a Candlelight Processional. Then last night that I was with Lou and the family, I took them to dinner over at Fulton's Crab House, which was a seafood restaurant over at Disney Springs. Back then it was called Downtown Disney. And one of the fun, memorable moments was when we were eating together. After we finished ordering our food, Lou took a kid's menu and used the crayon that was provided for the table for the daughters. But he would draw. He was looking at me and kept on drawing. And I asked him what he was drawing, and he said, well, I drew a picture of you, because he loves to draw and he was a caricature artist. So he drew a picture of me and signed it, and I thought that was a cool gift. To this day, I have this picture that is framed on my wall. But we did say our goodbyes. And also another thing that Lou did that was so touching was, so during the week, on one of the nights when I was meeting Lou downstairs at the hotel, I got a call from my mom saying that my grandmother passed away. So needless to say, I was very sad, distraught, and I was crying, but I didn't want to make it very obvious. I was downstairs at the Grand Floridian Resort and Spa. When Lou came down, he saw me and he noticed I was tearing up, and he asked me if everything was okay, and I told him that I just found out that my grandma passed away. He gave me this big hug and told me he would understand if I needed to leave, and that he would find a way to just carry on without me. But I told him no, I needed to keep on going, because that would help me to keep my mind away from things and just keep my mind busy. So I thought that was a very touching moment, and it just left a great impression on me of how great Lou Diamond Phillips and his family is, and still to this day is one of my most memorable moments. After hosting Lou and his family for Candlelight, I wanted to make sure that I would show interest to my VIP tour department that I want to work for more Candlelight Processionals. There is a list that we have of what events we would like to be part of as VIP tour guides, and Candlelight Processional would always be number one on my list. Years after, I would have Bart, again from MercyMe, and his family, who I absolutely love, and I'm going to save this for another episode, but I've grown up with him and his family and his kids since they were very little, and to this day we still keep in touch. That's how much of an impact they have left on me, as well as Jodi Benson, the voice of Ariel, the Little Mermaid, who I've become close personal family with. But yeah, so this Candlelight Processional just is more than just an event for me. It just helped me to realize how much of an impact I made on these families, and how these families made an impact on me. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like, and I will catch you the next time.
We hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you for watching.